I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Hello everyone. So welcome back. It's been a while since I last streamed, and in today's stream we're gonna do Genshin Impact. So we're gonna be back on Genshin Impact. So in Genshin today we're gonna do the main quest for Natlan. The last few quests that I've done is still only Chapter 5 Act 2, so I haven't done the new quest for this patch. So I guess let's start the quest for this patch.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right.
Hi, Catherine, it's us! Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay in. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
That little faster response this time.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once.
I see.
So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will—
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break!
But the threat of the Abyss is still far. It's still far from over. But the less work we take, the less we'll earn.
Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
I also hope the day of peace will come soon.
Is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Oh, Katrina! It's been a while since I see this
Oh, hey,
character.
Katrina! Are you feeling better now? Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to— I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas. So I came here to sign up.
Impressive, Katrina, and don't push yourself too hard.
Don't think I haven't heard about all the things that you've been doing. With everyone working so hard— Oh, by the way, Shilonin told me that she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She said that she's all set, and we can head over whenever— Wow, so we'll finally get to meet Shilonin, the legendary forger of— Shilonin is a true master. Not only can— She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention.
Then we should probably thank her when we meet.
Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe she wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean— Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Katrina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Everyone's so proud of you. You're the future of your tribe.
On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while.
Beyond the smoke and the mirrors. Okay, So where are we going? Back to here. Talk to Silonen. Who is Silonen? Oh, this girl. So this girl is Silonen.
Shilonen, I brought the person who... He's super amazing, and I've already...
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived at...
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me.
Huh? You're seeing the Pyro Arc...
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an...
It's impossible.
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spare and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of... We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Yeah, I saw countless feats...
But they were all performed outside.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions, only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab, can be used as... Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create...
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being at... Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shilonen just...
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve...
You mean you're already...
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my ability.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other.
Yeah! Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure...
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Would we need to gain acknowledgement of all 6 players?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Who?
The one we call Granny Eats to Lead.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient... A person who can make something like that must be pretty
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to... I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her.
I hate to break it to you, but...
She probably wouldn't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even
Yeah, at the cost of her
cost of
spirit speaker stone being split into
Oh, I
two.
remember. We destroyed her thing.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then...
Oh, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation. Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking.
Alright, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll...
Great. Then I'll go.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the...
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Ribet banget. Mobil. Why is it so hard to make the name? Why is it so hard to make the name? Kinich makes his way over sometime. Wait, what? Why does
I'm
it
sorry to
have
put this on
any-
you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who...
Why doesn't the character have any sound? Huh?
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And the Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as... Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when...
Wait, why is the character have no voice? I think I need to fix some settings. Huh? So weird.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
I think the game is bugged.
Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's gotta be...
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day...
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
Could I
Yeah.
do? What?
Plus, we kinda
Why
owe her
doesn't
one
Kinich
anyway
have
to make up
any
for breaking the
voice?
spirit speakers down.
That's so
Ah,
weird.
this is
I
a
guess the game
pretty
is
well
bugged.
thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Kanich. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you.
Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now.
Okay, apparently the game voice is broken. Audio, volume. Huh? Like, there's nothing wrong with the sound settings. English. I have the English voiceover downloaded, but some reason some of the characters doesn't speak ? Okay, I guess the game is bugged a bit. Oh, it says the day after tomorrow, not tomorrow. That was weird. Why does Kinich doesn't have his like voice actor talking? Only text. Is it a bug? Is the game bugging? Why doesn't it have any voice actor?
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
I guess the game has some bugs.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response?
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with respect. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person.
That's true.
Why do I feel like my game is... some of the files is corrupted or broken? And some of the voices for the character doesn't... it's just broken, I think. Or it's bugged.
Paimon doesn't see any.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but...
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and... The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy, unlike that old hag Granny Eatsley, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter!
And the person she's talking about
Seriously,
is
if she
behind
didn't
her.
want to come, she could at least let it. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Wait, that's the granny?
Who's there? Who's talking to...
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Huh?
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatsley?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Wait, what?
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
And you were complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out?
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique.
Paimon talks too
I just wanted
much.
to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you...
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, but, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else... At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation.
And it becomes awkward.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
She's waiting for us to carry the conversation. Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Will it be rude to laugh? Or even rude to not laugh?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
We'll know once we find him.
That's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of...
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
Is she like a divinator? Can she predict my future?
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds, O weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Excuse me? What was all of that supposed to mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Thank you.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to...
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that's...
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave.
Sounds good. Then we'll go and see.
The Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it.
Are we gonna meet?
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place. He has always lived alone. And I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids.
What the heck
Which
is
I assume is because their
phlogiston
keeper has been
aphids?
gone for quite some time.
What?
And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house. that did not match any of our local weapons.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan. In any case, we'll get to the I'm truly sorry to put you two.
You can count on him.
All right, then let's start.
Yeah, so we're now looking for missing children. Apparently, we're now detectives looking for missing child. Where is this missing child? Where did he go? And I'm stuck on the rock.
Take it easy.
Why are we taking a butt now? Oh, never mind. We're not taking a
This
butt.
is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get it. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Could you tell
Auroron?
us a bit about Auroron?
Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
Is it all of there is shit to him? Then he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements.
So
Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Animal?
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't here, give me your hand.
Is she gonna do something weird again? So she's like a great sage. What is she giving me?
Huh?
Why is my hand glowing?
How about now?
What do you see?
I can see the trail now.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
So she's
For
like
a short
wizard.
while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
What is a
Wow, you can
phlogiston?
even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron.
Over here, this way!
So what is a phlogiston?
See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces
Bro, she's just
now,
overthinking.
or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh, don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
So they can listen? I think I just heard a voice. Wait, it wasn't in with my ears. Was it all in my
Was
mind?
that? See,
This is why I wanted to say was, but she also looks like she understood what's going on. That awful.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Oh, this is amazing. Something like this could only happen.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident.
Bruh. That's so awkward.
hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let
Yep, judging by Paimon's experience as a guide,
wait. The phlogiston here. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. We've got to find. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the no, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying.
It's so awkward. Either should say something that we can hear her thoughts.
Useless.
That's why she's so awkward. I understand now. Why did this game become a comedy?
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about. There are signs of a struggle, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Seems like Auroran found a chance to fight
Do you
back.
still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if...
Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, Auroran was being held by the Fatoya, so given the difference in number, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them.
Given there are two signals leading from here, we should split up as well. I'll take this direction, and leave the other one.
Okay, so we're splitting up.
Roran! What the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yep.
Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
So
You were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
I don't think
She
she's
did say that she was quite
hear
adept
anything.
at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
Huh.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Huh. So we should not talk to Silali about that we can hear her thoughts.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Is that dinosaurs? I think those are dinosaurs. The traces of phlogiston. How do you spell this? Phlogiston here, but
Did you find something?
I found some traces of phlogiston, but the trail completely ends here.
So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those...
Paimon is right. This is all extremely strange also.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Wait, what? Who is talking? Huh? Those voices was... Whose voices was that just now? Huh? What just happened? Did my game crash? Okay. Why am I in the Night Kingdom suddenly? How did I get here? Wait, is that Auroron?
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
But what does this mean? Have you escaped the Fatui custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
So it's the captain.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
So you are working together. What do you want?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Okay, so I've just been kidnapped by the guy that is told to be kidnapped.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
I'm fine. Was my soul forcibly removed from my body just now? That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all.
Hey! Why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm fine, just a little lightheaded.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have
If they were being truthful, then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did, but should I trust them? I could just share everything with Paimon and tell Lali right now, but that mean giving up on the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either the Fatui or the Master of the Night Wind. I suppose I'll stay quiet for now and see if I can find out anything else.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to,
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Thanks everyone, I'm feeling fine now.
In any case, let's take a bit more time.
Enough to this situation, what's urgent you take. Warren, what's the equation your mind? Continues to keep her eye on you, even performs.
Need to be more careful.
feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Aurora...
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
I'm so sorry, I didn't realize I was holding you
Well,
up.
I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. But if you want to make it up to me... Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to...
I cannot see this. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently...
Huh? Okay,
Wow. I'm...
See, Lolly's struggling to control her...
Are you ready? On my count.
Why
Still
does
trying
she
to
look
resist?
like a chill?
You've got no idea who you're up against. Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Can't run from...
Quietly now. Take it easy. Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
Gramps?
What did you just call
Call
him?
him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone...
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder.
He's putting on an egg. He asked me to do whatever I could to help things in secret. So you treat everyone like there's your uncles and aunties?
Exactly.
Huh.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time? They didn't.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map.
Okay. Now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
So why did you do it?
because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value? And not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatu. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown
You're...
Yes, I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
His act. Why does he act so good? That's so good acting. Wait, what? Why didn't I? Okay, it was a bit of lag.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe.
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once...
Will I need to stay?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lolly is willing to serve as your guarantor...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have...
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron!
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for... Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get...
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
This new grandson of mine is way too polite.
Oh, we're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What? The captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see... Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? All that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will we still have another whole day before the meeting, so...
Yep, waiting for the meeting. Next day. Day, tomorrow. Around there. And the clock's still as slow as it used to be. I should have elevator music on, to be honest. I'm waiting for the clock. Go to the agreed location. So where is the agreed location? there?
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from...
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but...
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
So what's the purpose of this meeting? Let's get straight to the point.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
I'm only interested in the Inta. I don't really care what you think of me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
We're seizing the Gnosis and making a decision for her. Could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with the backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis.
Jing.
Something! Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very... How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid us?
I'm not trying to avoid...
Oh! And now you're talking back. Well, go on then.
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I—
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that— So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the— You're right, Traveler. Let's go.
Bro, why does she have to come here and mess up everything? At the most important part.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Why did you help the captain? No answer? Think you're being smart? Really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather—
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
Well, it's fine. Well, it's definitely a little awkward.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy.
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off.
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You—
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is—
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder?
What just happened? How was he able to set up—
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Little brat. That's it.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to tell us anything about his goal.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later.
The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan, otherwise Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said, and also, I can tell that Auroron's stubbornness was hurt seriously deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. What was that about Auroron's duty?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time.
I don't know what is happening.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry?
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we...
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
It's okay, we can cover our own bill. Paimon got a secret food fund. She can do the honors.
How did this become Paimon's bill? Sweet Lolly looks quite down on herself. All right. It's on Paimon this time. What's one so you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly?
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely...
Sure, that's fine with us, but...
Don't worry. I'm sure
A juicy grilled steak. At... I we're eating steak. Dinosaur steak?
Take it easy.
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images.
Bro, she's drunk.
But... Paimon...
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, Bob.
Do you think she's drunk?
I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my! It's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention one's...
Oh, so you've heard of...
Of course I have! Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so...
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the...
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, chunk?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Okay, she's drunk.
Sweet Lolly? Sweet Lolly?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test...
Are you still with us, Sweet Lolly?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. I mean, come on.
Granny Seat Lolly, you're not a mom.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually... Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Who, me? Guess I'm the new kid.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Absolutely. Thank you for all of your teachings, Mom.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right.
Did she just fall asleep?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the...
Is this another specialty of the master?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen with... Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl. Hang on.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up. Not once.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick...
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you...
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I...
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't...
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it!
Actually...
Huh?
Yeah...
Listen carefully and try not to get too upset.
So... you heard...
It's okay, Seat Lolly. You had...
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head, it's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that, happens to you a lot?
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was... Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Why is she 200 years old but she's like a child? I guess she's just frustrated. Where is the way out? Somehow I need to get up there. Can I climb this? Okay, I can climb this. Nope, I cannot climb that. How do I get up there? I'm so lost. I guess I'll just follow the yellow line, question mark?
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
Thank you for bringing us here.
You're making me want.
Oh no, what do we do?
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just. Embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the kind.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules, and you're right. I don't usually open up. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down, so.
What? You're just a.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eastley is a powerful figure.
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with. What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks.
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Sending a living person to the Night Kingdom? Wouldn't they just kill him?
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroran would reveal everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but...
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought... Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back!
Yeah, that should be our next step.
You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly.
Probably drank too much. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard.
Don't worry, you don't have to do this alone.
You've helped me so...
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so...
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get... Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
She needs to know regardless. We should just be upfront with her.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly, but she's probably asleep. We can find her for...
Wait, the Archon is sleeping too?
Take...
How do you get in again? This door. Wait, is this still Act... Bro, it's still Act 3. Jesus, how long is this story? I'm probably gonna stop streaming when the Act 3 is finished. Is Auroron gonna steal my soul again?
Why is it so noisy outside? I would still have to sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
What is happening?
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's not bring up last night. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Look, I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the...
The Abyss attacked again?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the Warriors station. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the... I'm done making excuses for him. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to do... As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry, I never forget a promise to a friend.
Be careful, I'll keep an eye out for Auroron as well.
Thank you. Alright.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Oh, looks like a lot...
Maupika, where is Maupika?
Traveler, over here!
Moalani.
Perfect.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole...
It's just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to...
Alright, but can we get a...
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and
Yes, and the attacks are increasing.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating...
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs...
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can... What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the Pyro Archon first. I learned a few things from the
Yeah,
captain.
that does sound important. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the—
That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay.
It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous...
Koichi, do we really...
It's alright. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the...
Where is the Malvika? Where is Malvika? Oh, he's here.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not— Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to—
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go—
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Where is this true? Can the Gnosis do what he says?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function. But there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them—
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged Layla, given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
I'm surprised that the Gnosis has this function. It doesn't look something an Archon would do.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst case. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to— Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very—
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But seems like our only path forward is to track him down. So judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would
Just, maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter— So now that you have your answer,
You scared by my—
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
The current attacks the beginning of the real disaster.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower.
Wait, you're going to fight in person?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
I'm sure you're an inspiration to all your warriors. Sure you're not stretching yourself too thin?
Oh, now you doubt my strength. That hurts, traveler. If we had— Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation— I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise— Now I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the—
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
I think a lot of people will join them, right?
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information.
Alright, we should head out.
And this is not even the part.
Take it easy.
Apparently we're gonna be fighting again. How do I get up there?
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina!
They've all made it out. It's the Traveler and Paimon! They're here!
What's the situation? There's a trapped caravan that needs our help.
We'll go together.
Kachina, Kachina. There is still a mystery why
Take it easy.
Travel cannot use the pyro element. It's probably gonna be a
Stay safe. We've got this.
Let the mountains veins boil!
what?
Carving wave! Let's shred, Sharky!
I don't know how to use any of this character.
I really thought I was done for. I can't
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the abyss is.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the. By the way, where's Lolly?
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, this isn't a good.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh.
The abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we just.
I wasn't in charge or anything. Still, I think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it.
I don't mean to be negative, but the situation is not looking
You
good.
mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second.
And we still don't know when the final two heroes are going.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. You really are an eternal optimist, Mool. Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
Why do I feel like the captain and Auroron is gonna be the two final heroes?
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame.
It's probably because our plan is so risky. We don't even know if the 6 here.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proved when it comes to Natlan's survival, there's.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure life is important. But so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan.
Yeah, and isn't he from Snezhnaya?
This is all super.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what.
Let's head back then. Moika said her how many Fatui there are, someone's.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we.
Want to join our garrison, Mualani?
I was just about to ask.
Then you should go register right away.
Register? Nah. You got. Alright. See you up.
Oh, you.
Bro, how is this story not ending? This is an endless amount of story. It's still Act 3, and I've been streaming for how many hours? I don't even know. Probably 2 hours almost.
Marika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi!
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
Please don't say I have to play in the character. Can I just see in the cutscene?
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey.
Thank you so much. I wish there was...
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on... If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks...
Oh!
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep...
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain.
Exactly. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in... I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me.
Oh, no, you don't.
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our
We still can't see anything on the...
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not...
That's even more risky. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't You know, growing up, even if I insisted on...
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals. Make sure our blind... Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need... Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my neck. Now's my chance. I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrade. Come get me, Chaska.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely... Well, I was pretty...
I was wrong.
Wait, you're just gonna...
Let's focus on the task.
All right. It looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. Took us long.
Back? Back where? Should we keep
You really want to keep going?
Of course!
Uh-oh.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we did.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the state.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble, well...
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits.
I know.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the device is a complete mystery. Even to us.
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar... Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan. Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude.
My patience.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite...
I accept.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my... I'll start investigating the source mechanism.
Take it easy.
What's next for you?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of...
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal, and what if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel...
I won't. Triple promise I... Fine. On the off chance something like that were... But I'm a doctor. I have a duty. I guess you're right.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop...
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patient.
The two of you are the same.
I disagree. I understand the risks and
who wants to be like her? Overcome.
That's just...
You've...
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just...
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. We're family. I can't help...
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down. So we'll always have our differences.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was...
Be my guest. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two.
Those two will probably make up for real. Well, we've learned a lot. Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest.
Awesome! Just give...
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news.
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to see Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back...
I agree with your hypothesis. And Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Night...
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so apparently he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan.
I'm surprised you let him go.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a all these years of calling me Granny.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only... Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his...
Wait, what?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable, and this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much...
So in other words, we have a whole...
The kid thinks he can take me on?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we... I know he thinks of me as his grandma. But do you think he'll get mad at me?
That's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
It's possibilities. Families disagree sometimes, but as his family, you have to do this.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
And then start crying and then start freaking out.
I don't... Still, if I back away from this... I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, I don't care. And I won't blame him.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because,
You... fine. You can come. Just
Don't worry, we're professional.
then I place my... All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and... you heard it here first. I wouldn't... Are you ready?
I'm ready. We're memory diving.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up to?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone...
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people?
Appeared out of nowhere?
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for... If you run into them...
You're from the Masters of the Night Wind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of...
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him.
He knows I'm following him, but he's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also...
What is it?
My lord,
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been...
That was a spell from the Masters of the Night Wind. How did he know that? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
So he's one of the Masters of the
Think
Night
nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately.
Yes, sir!
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon...
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
The time for idle observation is over. This nation...
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until... Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to...
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She's... You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn... You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the...
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts
Then speak. What?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So, I felt like...
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize. So, we're in the same...
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you...
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my...
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise.
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe...
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eatsley. Someone capable of communicating with the Wyub.
Why do you need knowledge on the night?
That is not something you need to...
Don't forget, I saved...
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of...
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm so mad at... After everything, he still can't let go of the past.
I can kind of understand how he feels.
For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just... I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time...
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family! Like...
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Fine mode.
Anyway, back to what we just saw.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does it even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But...
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard... Anyway... If he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected.
He's serious.
It
Lines up with everything he said before. He tried to seize the gnosis for the same
Which
purpose.
means the captain has been honest.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan? Oh, we've got to...
Yes, she needs to know.
Finally, it's complete. Okay, so I think this is where I'm gonna call it quits for today for the stream. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for part 4 of the quest. I think it's part 4, yeah, chapter 5, act 4. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next part of the quest. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thank you for watching. See ya.